Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to Sunday Flashback Modification Broadcasting Sunday. Okay, today is happy Sunday, happy what do I call it? Happy broadcasting modification flashback Sunday. So what we got here going on is my 1984 JVC GRC1, the famous Back to the Future camera. Marty McFly, they call it the Marty McFly camera, but it's really not Marty McFly, it's Doc Brown's camera. Marty McFly was borrowing the camera to make the video in the movie. So this is the 1984. We still stabilizing the rig here a little bit, still working on it, still tweaking it. I brought the wrong cable in here, but I was going to hook it up to the monitor. You see the monitor's on. We got the monitor here. I'm going to turn it off, save some battery on that. But what we did is we made this HD. In order to make it HD, we did a simple little, we built it onto the same rig that we used a couple days ago. This is the same little rig that I had the Zenith on yesterday. Yesterday was the Zenith, and then the day before that was the JVC, the little JVC camera. And it just shows what you can do. It just shows you what you can do. I'm still doing a little bit tweaking to this. Everything is not perfect. It was a little tighter earlier, but I started moving it around. Got the remote control here also. We got the JVC remote control. We got the Bluetooth speaker. We got the monitor. We got a cage to go around it. We got a light here. We got a little light on here as well. It's not LED. It's the old condensate light, the old light bulbs. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like, and like I said, I'm still stabilizing it, trying to make it a little bit better. Oh, we got the Tascam voice recorder also on here. Tascam voice recorder because I have a module on the back of it where I can plug in a wireless mic. So that's the reason that's on there. But we're still stabilizing this camera right now. This tripod is very, very weak. There's a lot of weight on here on this tripod. This is a cheap tripod. I was trying to use, I'm going to take it off the tripod. Yeah, I'm going to take it off. Yeah. So the tripod is too weak for this system right now. So that's that. But today is once again broadcasting modification. What did I tell you this? Modification Sunday. Okay. So we've been modifying cameras for the last couple of days. And I wanted you guys to see this. And I had it all tightened up. It got kind of loose. Some of the rig got loose here, so I'm gonna have to do some more adjustments to it. But I'll put up here one more time so you can see it. This is the JVC GRC1. Okay, this is the rig. This is what it looks like, and we're still working on it. The JVC GRC1 modified into an HD rig. And you notice there's a camera in the front. This little camera in the front. That's also a HD camera. That's a JVC camera in the front. That's a JVC action camera. So that's actually the camera that's actually going to be doing all the work. And all this is just for looks. This is just for looks, okay? But that little camera will be hooked up to this monitor up here, so I can actually record from the monitor, and I can get some high definition out of this rig. This is a high definition cinema rig. High definition cinema rig from a 1984 camera, okay? This camera's from 1984. All right, I'm finna put it down. It's heavy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching that. We're not going to go into no breaking news today. We're not going to do no world breaking news. I had a long day today. I've been working on this thing early morning. I think I started working on this thing probably around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I had to do a lot of other duties today because, like I said, I take care of my dad. So I've been kind of cleaning up all day, moving things around. Went through all my cameras today. I went through a lot of my cameras today. And I was pulling up, making sure I had all the power supplies and things like that. I found the power supplies for this and everything. We're going to put this thing on the ground. I'm sorry. We'll show it one more time. Once again, the JVC from 1984. This is what the rig looks like. Boom. If anybody's interested in making a cinema rig, this is just to show that you can make a cinema rig out of anything. You don't have to have a lot of money to do this stuff. And this is the same rig that I've been using for the last couple days. So if you guys think I got a lot of rigs, I don't. I think I got like 2 rigs right now. So Sometimes my other rig is that what's that other camera? The Sony Ecamm, ED Cam or whatever. That rig is on that camera right now. We're gonna leave that one on here. I like that camera. That camera's from 1988. This one's from 1984. And like I said a couple days ago, this is a mini DV. We had this little camera right here. We had this little camera right here in the rig. This is a JVC. This was the DV800U. We had that in the rig a couple days ago. And like I said, we've been modifying cameras for the last couple days. And then of course, I don't know if you guys remember this one right here. Yeah, this is the Polar Vision. The Polar Vision. Yeah, the Polar Vision. We modified that with the Polaroid camera. It's got the Polaroid HD. This one's very lightweight. This one's ready to go. I shot with this one the other day in the car. I actually shot the footage. You see me sitting in the car talking about the Polar Vision. This is where it came from right here. And it also still has the little noise. Still has the Polar Vision noise. And that's all battery operated. You don't have to wind it up. This is from 1977. So this is a 1977 camera that's been modified to HD. And now it's HD with the Polaroid HD camera on the side of it. And of course that's Velcro, so I can just take it right off and put it on any other camera as well. Or I can put any other camera on the side of this as well. So this one's been modified. This was, I think I modified that like Friday. So we did no, I did, that was way before Friday. That might have been Thursday. I've been modifying cameras for the last couple days. So we've been having flashback modification. I think we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the last of the modification for right now because I'm a little tired. I think we're going to modify the Konica camera. I got that sitting in the living room right now. We're going to modify that with one of these little action cameras. I don't know which one yet. This is my Sony action camera right here, my little Sony, the black one. And then this is the Sony white one right here. And then I got another Sony black one too. I just had it taped onto the rig the other day when I did the Zenith rig. When we did the Zenith rig, we used this camera the other day, and then we used this camera the other day when we did the ED Cam, the Sony ED Cam. So you know, these are cool little cameras to use. They're small, and they also have microphone input, which is really good. If you look on the bottom of these cameras, the red connectors on the bottom of these cameras, that's the microphone input. You got microphone and you got HDMI out on these cameras, which makes very, very awesome. So you can actually plug in some pretty expensive microphones or cheap microphones or whatever you want to use. I didn't bring the microphones today. And then the other day I was trying to show you guys this camera right here. This is a Sony camera. I think this is from like 2007. Okay, I think this was from like 2007. I like this camera. This is mini DV. This could have even been in the rig if I wanted to. I thought about it a couple days ago. I was going to put in the rig. This is the DCR PC 1000E. Okay, I think 1000E means European because it came with a European adapter. So I'm not sure if I did do a playback on here. It actually works. I don't know if we're going to do anything with this. I don't know if we're going to build... I don't think we're going to build this into a rig. I like it because it's kind of cute. So I'm going to start taking this thing around with me. And I'm probably going to be shooting a lot of video with this thing. But as you can see, it does work. I did some playback on here a little while ago. And I finally... Oh, I just hit record. I want to hit record. Yeah, it records. And then I found out how to open it up. You just open it up like that. I was trying to figure out how to open it up. You see the tape popping out. Here, the tape popped out. And this uses the mini DV tapes. The mini DV tapes, okay? So all these camcorders have something. We're going to show the difference between this real quick. Let that go down. I brought a couple tapes in here so you guys could kind of get an idea of the different size tapes. Where's the 8mm? I got an 8mm in here too. You guys just bear with me for a minute. Maybe I didn't bring the 8mm. Anyway, I didn't bring the 8mm. This is the VHS-C right here. VHS-C is a brand new one in the package. Haven't opened it up. And this is a mini DV. So you can see there's a difference in size. If that makes any difference. VHS-C is pretty thick too. Okay. And then there's an adapter too. So you can put this into a regular full-size VHS adapter and you can play this on a VHS. This was very popular back in the day. And this is with the GRC, the JVC from 1984. This is what it took. And a lot of the other cameras took this too. I think the Sharp cameras No, those were 8mm. Those were 8mm, and I brought an 8mm tape in here too, but I don't know what I did with it. Hang on. Is it in here? I don't know where it is. I brought an 8mm tape in here too to show you, but the 8mm tape is about the same size as this, but it's a lot skinnier as far as you know, it's not as thick. So anyway, just a quick lesson on that. Nothing. I also got the power supply for the JVC GR1, the red. It's red. I got the case. I actually got two GRC C1s. I used to have 3 of them back in the day, but I actually have 2 of them right now. I have 2 GRC1s. Those are the Back to the Future cameras. The Marty McFly cameras. Here's another power supply right here. There's a big power supply. Got the big one. This is also red. And I got this right here. But this stuff is going to be useless. Basically, like I said, because what we're doing is we're going to be bypassing all the mechanics in that camera. We're using the camera pretty much more or less as a prop. I'm not going to destroy the camera. I'm not going to Dremel into it and put a camera all into it and cut out the guts. I'm not going to do any of that. So what we do is we usually just attach another camera. And the camera that I just attached to this camera, I'll pull it out real quick. It's just a, I've got it on a little small ball head thing. And this is the camera right here. JVC action camera. It works. Let's turn it on real quick. You'll hear it. See, the camera does work. And it has a small LCD on the side there. So this is the high definition camera that we will be using to do our video with. And then when you open it up in the back, it has an HDMI output. It's not the mini, it's the micro. No, it's not the micro, it's the mini. And I brought the wrong cable. But that cable is going to be connected into the monitor. So therefore I can just hit the monitor and hit record and you're ready to go. So that little monitor will be hooked up to this little action camera right here. This was competing with GoPro and all the other cameras back in the day. I think it's waterproof and all that kind of stuff too. I don't care about all that, but yeah. I don't think and of course GoPro. Now what's the difference between this one is this one doesn't have microphone input. This one doesn't have microphone input. That's why I like the Sonys. The Sonys, they have microphone input. So if you want to hook up a wireless mic, a clip-on lapel microphone or something like that, the Sonys are pretty good for that. I may end up, depending on the use, if you're real close proximity, you don't really need a microphone. Like I'm not using a microphone today at all. I'm not using a microphone at all. This is just, I'm shooting right now into the DJI Osmo Pocket. This is the Pocket camera. That's the one I'm using right now. And I'm using a Ulanzi ring lamp. That's what I'm using for my lighting. So you don't really need a microphone if you're not, you know, it depends on your environment. If you're outside, a lot of action's going on, got cars moving around, it'd be nice to clip on a microphone. You know, you're doing a news report or something, it'd be good to clip on a microphone, but normally you won't need a microphone. And speaking of microphone, the Tascam recorder that's on the side of the rig, the JVC GRC1 Back to the Future rig from 1984. That camera, I mean that microphone system, that audio system I put on there, the Tascam recorder on the side, would work off of this microphone. So this is your reporter microphone, and then this is a transmitter. So you got a transmitter that comes right out, a little cheap transmitter. I got these a long time ago. I think I paid like $80 for both of them. And you pop it in, any microphone. This is a cheap microphone. This is an Insignia microphone. Okay, Insignia. And then I got a windscreen on it, you know. So now I can go out and I can report the news. And then this audio will go to the Tascam recorder. And the Tascam recorder will connect to whatever camera that I'm using on the rig. So, for instance, if I'm using this little Sony action camera, all that audio will go right into this little Sony action camera, wirelessly, okay? So, but it won't work on the JVC like that because the JVC doesn't have a microphone input. So that's the difference. So that rig is going to be primarily set up for in-house. I'll probably have it set up in here. I'll probably be starting to shoot some videos with it. And I don't need a microphone like I don't need a microphone now. And then that'll be just, that's my JVC 1984 rig. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So in modification day, once again, today's Sunday, we call it flashback. We call it broadcasting modification flashback Sunday. My energy's starting to get back now. It's starting to come back a little bit. I need to drink something to wake me up a little bit because I'm really tired. Drink this Sam's Cola from Walmart. Sam's Cola from Walmart on sale for $1.69, I think. $1.69. I try to, I'm on a budget. Keep it real. That's why I tell you guys, don't hate, don't wait, donate. I had to keep my money is low right now. So yeah, if you want to donate, go to my Cash App. It's $sign Tony Mcdew. We're gonna put that up if it's not already up. $sign Tony Mcdew Cash App. Because look what I'm drinking. Sam's Cola. It ain't even real cola. And I know what you guys are gonna say. Tony, you need to drink some water. I actually drank some water this year. So yeah, I drank some water a couple days ago. Because I didn't have no cola. I was out of sodas completely. And I finally drank water. I drink water once a year. I put that out there. I drink it once a year. I don't drink it every day. People be thinking I drink it every day and all that stuff. No, I drink it once a year. So this is the year 2024. I drank it a couple days ago. So I'll drink it. And was it April? I think the month, it was April when I drank the water. So I'll drink it next April, okay? Next April, I'll drink water again. That's why I stay in so good of shape. Because people don't understand. Water can hurt you too. There was a guy who died because he drank some water. He drank too much water. I think it was a woman. It was a woman or a guy. And one guy, he almost died. He was drinking too much water. You gotta watch out for that water too, because sometimes the water can be contaminated. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, I'll drink water next year, April the 29th or something like that. That's when I'll drink water again. Once a year. I'm not drinking any more water this year. Okay. I know it sounds crazy. I told my dad that. My dad was like, hey, I never heard of anybody do that. No, I'm drinking the water. I'm drinking this cola, okay? Sam's Cola. And this will probably keep me alive. I'll probably live a long time because people don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, I do things different. That's why you see me got these old 1984 cameras and going back to these old 1977 cameras and doing stuff like that. You don't see nobody doing that. Nobody has taken, I've been looking on the internet, nobody has taken old cameras like this and modified them to be up to date. Okay? There was only one guy who did this. And it was an Asian guy. And this was in 2014. Now, I was doing it way back before that too. But he did it in 2014. He did a really, really great job. I don't think his quality was that good, though, because they didn't talk no more about it. Somebody did a write-up about it, and they said the quality wasn't that good. But he went to the extreme. He took a Betacam. It was a Betacam, Sony Betacam, like you see some of my old Beta cameras, broadcast cameras. He took that mug all apart. And then back in that day, I think the GoPro 3 or GoPro 2 was the hottest GoPro out at the time. And he took that mug apart and soldered wires and everything and took the GoPro apart and had the switches where you could turn it on and you could film. And he had it in a Betacam and it was hooked up to the main lens and everything. But we never got to see the quality. I never got to see the quality, but from the write-up, they said the quality wasn't that great. But he was the only one that actually, and I was amazed that he did that. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I didn't get to see it in person, but it was on the internet. They talked about it. It was on the internet, and I keep looking for the videos. They used to have a video kind of talking about it where they interviewed him, but they took it off because I don't think he did a good job. But it was inspiring. And during that time, I was just taking little small cameras and attaching them. That action camera I just showed you, that little JVC action camera, I was attaching it to different cameras, and it doesn't have to match. Like you see, I got Polaroid and Polaroid. I got Polaroid. I can pop this off and I can put a Sony on here. I can say, you know what? We're gonna put the Sony on here this week, and it's white too. It matches. See, it don't match the camera, but I can put the Sony on here and get the same results or better, actually better results. This what camera is this? Polaroid. The Polaroid HD, to me, it doesn't perform as well. It does work. I shot the footage. You saw me in the car the other day. It does work. It is HD, but I don't think it compares with the Sony. So these little Sony cameras got good picture. And also the GoPro, of course. GoPro has good picture. I've got some other action cameras too. I got one that's a little small microcube. I didn't bring it in here. But it's a little tiny small microcube. And that quality was so poor. I don't know what to say. Maybe I got a bad one. I don't know. I couldn't be too mad because I think I paid like $11 for it. But I don't know. I mean, I think I got a bad one. The memory card didn't even fit in there good. It was all flopping around. But anyway, you gotta, if you want a good camera, these little Sony action cameras are good. And I got these from the thrift store. And I think I paid a little like $30 for them, or maybe even $40 for those little action cameras. And the white one was free. I told you this one right here. I got this one like 5 years ago. Some guys just walked in this Starbucks and handed me this one. This one has a broken power switch to turn it on, so you got to turn it on with a toothpick. You got to open it up, take a toothpick, and stick a toothpick in there to turn it on. But this one works good. This is really good for streaming, I would say, because you have the HDMI output. You can hook this into a capture card, and then your capture card you can hook into OBS, and you have your little laptop computer with you right there, and boom, this would be like your webcam, but it's going to give you better quality. So I use this with OBS, and I'm going to probably start using this one a lot more to do a lot more of my videos with OBS. That way I don't got to edit anything. Like right now, I got to go and take this video, put it in the computer, edit, put the titles in, and all that kind of stuff. With OBS, I could just put the lower third title in, call it a day, record it, and then send it out. So these action cameras, they're good, okay? Sony is good. This little JVC one, it shot some pretty good quality too, but no microphone input. Like I said, for this type of video, I'm inside a small room, it's fine. I think the action camera, I think the JVC will be okay. Even outside, if you want to get some B-roll footage and you just want to shoot some footage or something, I think it'll be all right. As far as audio, if you're close enough to it, even outside, you're probably going to be okay. But the Sonys will give you that ability to plug in your external microphones, your handheld microphones, and whatever. I think that's pretty much it. I didn't bring any other cameras in here. I guess I can show you this camera. This is a Canon 35mm camera. 35mm Canon camera, old school camera. Now this, I could convert this to HD, same thing. I could convert this to HD without destroying it. Just take one of these little action cameras, bam, put it on a hot shoe, and now I'm shooting in HD. This is a 35mm camera from back in the 60s, 70s, and yeah, I could do that easily. Now, that's it. I'm not going to even talk no more about this because I got plans for these Canons too. I got a bunch of Canon cameras. I've got a big, huge collection of Canon cameras in the Broadcaster Museum. And I can't wait to set that up. So I'm trying to set up a display. I need to get some shelves. So if you guys want to donate some shelves, please donate some shelves. I'm trying to get some shelves so I can put all the cameras on shelves and make it look real nice. I got a lot of Canon cameras, the XL versions, the L ones. I've got all kind of Canon cameras, all the way back to 1963. Remember the Dow 35, the Dow 35, that's from 1963. So I got a good collection of Canon cameras. So we got a lot of Canon cameras. We got a lot of Sony cameras. We got a lot of Panasonic cameras. We got a lot of JVC cameras. And then I started to slim off. I don't have that many Magnavox cameras. I don't have that many. I got Magnavox though. I got Magnavox and I got Zenith, but not that many Zenith. I think I probably got like 4 or 5 Zeniths. And yeah, the Broadcaster Museum is coming along. I need your help though. That's why I tell you guys, don't hate, don't wait, donate. I've shown you guys a lot of cameras over the past couple years. That's when I started really accumulating, I would say, during the pandemic. You know, when everybody was on the lockdown, that's when I started to accumulate. I was like, you know what? Let's check out, maybe I can get some things from eBay. Maybe I can get a couple things from, shopgoodwill.com. And I just started collecting. Now, I am done with shopgoodwill.com. I know you guys don't want to hear that, because I've been talking about it, I've been promoting it. Now it's your turn. Now it's your time to go to shopgoodwill.com and get some cameras and things like that. I'm pretty much done. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't have the funds anymore to really put into that. But I've got enough cameras for the Broadcaster Museum. I've got a lot. I've got a whole lot. I'm not going to go into the numbers right now, but I got a whole lot. So I need the shelves now. The only thing I need is some shelves to put the cameras up. We're going to do some projection in there. I got some projection stuff, some projection equipment. We're going to do some projection in the Broadcaster Museum. We're going to do a lot of things. So I need your help to get the shelves. And that's pretty much it, I think, right now. So if you guys want to donate, don't hate, don't wait. Once again, $ Tony Mcdew. Cash at me so we can get the shelves and start getting these cameras in. I got a lot of broadcast cameras, too. A lot of broadcast cameras. I need some heavy duty shelves, okay? Not no little cheap, flimsy looking junk from Walmart. No, I'm keeping it. Walmart's cool. Walmart got some construction shelves in the back. I seen some that are pretty nice. They're kind of pricey though. But and then Home Depot and things like that. I need those type of shelves. The kind of got at Home Depot, the kind of got at Walmart. And they're like $100, I think, or something like that. So if you guys want to donate, please help me get those shelves. And then you will see the Broadcaster Museum come alive. You will be shocked. I got a lot of broadcast cameras. I'm going to keep it real. I probably got about, you're not going to believe it, I probably got about 40, 45 broadcast cameras. We're talking about ENG, yeah, electronic news gathering cameras. About 45 of those. Okay, that's a lot. Camcorders, I probably got about 80 camcorders. I got a lot of camcorders. I mean, we're talking about just like VHS stuff. VHS, VHS-C. I probably got about 80, maybe more. And then smaller camcorders. I got a lot of those too. I got a lot of small camcorders. HD camcorders. I got HD. And like the one I just showed you a little while ago. A lot of these mini DV. This is, I'll turn this thing off. This is mini DV. So a lot of the mini DV camcorders. You seen this one? And then you seen the Canon one I had, this mini DV, and you seen the JVC, and I got a couple little JVC ones like this too. So I got a lot of mini DVs. So we're gonna have all these cameras on shelves, and then I'm gonna have them all labeled as far as I'll have tags underneath each one telling you about what year it is and some of the specifications and things like that. It's gonna be really cool. And this museum that I'm building is a broadcaster. We call it a broadcaster museum or a broseum. Okay, Broseum or Broadcaster Museum, and I'm going to give you all a lot of information. It's going to be virtual too, so it's going to be online, so you'll be able to, you know, look at the cameras and maybe have them spinning around and stuff. Each one of them you can spin around in 3D and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really cool. I got to build a website for it, but I need your help with the shelves to get them on the shelves and get them all. You know, just I got to unpack them. A lot of them are in cases and things of that nature. So if you're interested in video, you want to know more about even these cameras from the 1960s. I got a lot of cameras from the 1960s, 1930s. The one I just showed you, these last time I counted on these right here, these SLRs. These are called SLRs, not DSLRs. DSLR stands for digital reflex whatever. Can't even remember what it is. DSLR and SLR. Anyway, I got a bunch of these, probably about 35 of these. Okay. I've got Minolta, Pentax, Canon, Nichromat. Have you ever heard of Nichromat? You heard of Nikon. Well, before that, it was Nichromat. Nichromat. I got Nichromat, and yeah, it's crazy. So I've got a lot of these to look at, too, if you want to look at these. So please help me get the shelves so we can put these things on shelves, and I can show you guys what we got. Because, you know, it's hard trying to do all this by yourself. It's hard for a brother to do all this. I'm on a small income, and like I said, I got to put my hours in this week for IHSS, in-home support services. That's what I work for, in-home support services. And I just got through fixing my dad his dinner for the day, and I got to go in here and still do stuff, make up beds and all this stuff, and clean up and do some more stuff, do dishes. So I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys once again. Peace and love. Happy broadcasting modification Sunday. Flashback Sunday. The reason I say flashback because old stuff. I'm showing you old cameras. Even this right now. This is from 2007. 2007. Okay. So a lot of times I'll show you something really go all the way back. We went back to the GRC C1. That's from 1984. Then I showed you the Polar Vision. That's from 1977. So I showed you guys a couple cameras in this collection just now, but that's why we call it flashback. Okay. I don't have any modern stuff right now. I don't have no new stuff. I don't have no new Canons, no new Sonys, no new stuff like that. We got, I've got a couple broadcast cameras from like 2009. Panasonic, you heard of Panasonic P2? P2, those are we got a couple of those. Those are gonna be in the museum as well. But we're gonna actually use some of those. The P2 cameras I actually still use if I want to go out and do some kind of news reporting or something like that. Panasonic P2, yeah. I don't shoot on the P2 cards. I kind of modified those a little bit, but I got Panasonic P2 as well. But I don't have any brand new stuff. Okay, so we're talking about, that's why we call it the Broadcaster Museum. And if you're interested in this museum, you want to help me get it together, don't hate, don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, donate. $, Tony Mcdew, because I love you. And we out.